welcome back to Diatonic Dissection, where we crack open music to see what makes it tick. We are back with the Pokemon Blue and Red soundtrack composed by Junichi Masuda. In this video, we'll be looking at part 2 of the opening, which is the music that plays over the press start screen that you can see here with the rotating cavalcade of different Pokemon. Obligatory YouTube stuff quickly: drop a like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and offer up a sacrifice to the algorithm gods. Also, if you want access to the sheet music in various formats from this video and all my previous analysis videos, please consider subscribing to the Diatonic Dissection Patreon, patreon.com/Diatonic Dissection. It's a couple of dollars a month, it helps the channel, and everything is available there. As always, let's talk about the gear. The guitar is an ESP LTD H3 1007B baritone 7-string guitar in standard 7-string tuning. The bass is a Dingwall combustion 6-string bass in standard tuning BEADGC. All the keys were done on a Korg Cross 2 keyboard. A Neural DSP Quad Cortex was used for the effects. A Roland TD27KV kit was used for the drums with a pre-made kit from the YouTube channel eDrum Workshop, and all of this was recorded in Reaper. The track is split into 2 sections, and each section will start with the chords and then we will drill down to the individual instruments. The key is G major and the tempo is now 135 down from the 200 in the previous track. So, section A. The opening arpeggio is made up of 4 triads: E minor, G, B minor and D, and they run up to a G unison to begin with. And then the triplet setup is an accidental F major triad, and the final note of that triplet setup is a F sharp minor triad leading up to the 1 as it goes F, F sharp, G, giving it a nice clean ascending sound. The chords generally move from the root to another chord and then back, much like part 1 of the opening. These chord movements are usually followed by a quick flourish in one of the melody lines. As always, with the Game Boy setup, the main melody is in the Melody 2 channel, so let's start with that. Melody 2 makes up the top part of the pickup arpeggio in the main melody, and the main thing to be aware with this is that there is a lot of jumping around with several accidentals. If you are doing this on guitar, you might want to learn to hybrid pick just a bit. Melody 1 makes up the bottom part of the opening arpeggio, and thankfully it doesn't jump around as much as Melody 2, however, you do still need to keep an eye out for accidentals. Isn't an awful lot to do, but there is this repeated pattern where it alternates between the first note and its relative fourth. However, we start ascending at the very end of the phrase, so keep an eye out for that, and then it starts to become a bit more complicated in the second section. For the drums, it's much like part 1, it's a march, keep it steady, keep the pulse strong. So, section B. It now features a key change down to F major, so there will be different accidentals, so keep your eyes open. For the chords, there is an ascending pattern going from a B flat major, the 4th, up to the 5th, which is a C, and then finishing on the 6th, which in this case is a D minor, when it goes to the ending part with the gallop rhythm and triplets, as we call it. For melody 2, there is more jumping around, and also be careful of the syncopated notes towards the end. Melody 1 is thankfully easier than Melody 2 as there's less jumping, and the final rhythm is a nice simple gallop instead of the syncopation. For the bass part, the rhythm generally remains the same until the very end, but every couple of bars you will be moving up a tone, so keep an eye on where your fingers are falling. In the channel there are these sliding sounds. I worked them out to be an octave drop from D to D on the G string, and from A to D on the C string, and this will take a bit of accuracy to pull off, particularly accounting for the rhythm. And finally, for the drums, we're keeping with the march feel, but be careful of the quarter note triplets at the end, as they can throw you off a bit. And that's it for this video on the second part of the opening to Pokemon Blue and Red. I hope that you've enjoyed it and found it entertaining and informative. As I said at the start, if you want the sheet music in whichever format, you will need to sign up for the Patreon, patreon.com/Diatonic Dissection, and it is currently $2 a month. We only have one tier currently. If it goes well, we will expand. As always, drop a like, subscribe, ring the bell, comment, sacrifice a goat to the algorithm gods, and all of that standard YouTube shtick. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!